visitor today in the office, Mariama Kamara, the founder of Smiling Through Life. Will you tell us a little about how you got the inspiration to start Smiling Through Life?
So I'm originally from Sierra Leone. I was born there and left there at the age of 9 when the Civil War started. My parents were already in the UK. So after 2 months, my mom said it's best that I move back to London and just stay there till everything it's fine. Then 11 years the Civil War went on for. Then at the end I travelled back to Sierra Leone, and the effect that it had was just really bad. So my school was burned down, everything was turned upside down. I couldn't recognize the country I was born or the place that I grew up. And from that moment I said I wanted to do something to contribute back to the community and wanted to help people in Sierra Leone, even if it was a little bit, even if it was just a tiny piece. I was very determined. Then I came back to London and I said to my mom, I know now what I want to do. I want to help the community in Sierra Leone, and I want to give back to them. So I done a master's in development studies, and I started working for an NGO which was working with women living with HIV. So we done campaigns for them, developed programs. And in 2011 I had the opportunity to go back to Sierra Leone, and I was working with some young people, and throughout people were still using kerosene lamp, and I was thinking, when I was here at the age of 9, when I grew up here, we were using kerosene lamp. Look how advanced like technologies is now. Look how much changes there is. I can't understand why this is still happening. And the area we were working with, there was always a fire. So if either you're using a kerosene lamp or you're using candles, or some people are using like battery powered lamps, they're not very clean. And I was thinking the effects of just inhaling the smoke from kerosene that it has on you, and the community, they don't know about all of this. And then I got in contact with someone to say, look, I've got an idea and a business that I want to set up in Sierra Leone, which would involve working with a network of women who would sell solar products. Then they can use the income to develop other things that they're working with. So Smiling Through Light is all around bringing light to Sierra Leone, providing income opportunities for women, and also it has a charity arm which is much more long-term, where I'm planning to invest some of the profits of the sales into an eco-center where young people can go for HIV tests, training on life skills, and FGM.
So you mentioned seeing the kerosene lamps and wanting to make a change from that. And then how did you get involved with solar lamps and with the Little Sun?
During that 2011 time, the UN were now talking much more about the MDGs and saying energy should have been a really big part of it as part of one of the goals. So I started reading, doing some research, looking at the different products that were already out in the market, and also because obviously for me, I want to work with women and young girls. I was looking for a product that would really stand out, and also when they would see it, they would understand what it meant. A couple of weeks later, me and my friend met for just coffee, and he was asking me, oh, what have you been up to? I heard you went to Sierra Leone, how did that go? And I explained, and I said, basically I'm now trying to set up a company because after going there, people are still using kerosene lamps and it's really dangerous for them. So I've been thinking if I could set a distribution network with women that would sell really cool solar products, then they would make an income. And he said, well, funnily enough, I was at Tate Modern the other day, and there's an exhibition going on with a company called Little Sun based in Berlin. You should try and get in contact with them because their products are really cool. And he took out his iPad and he said, actually, this is what the lamp looks like. And at that point, I was just like, this is exactly what I've been looking for. Very nice design, the women and young girls that I'm going to be working with. Because at that point, I was still thinking, as a young person, I'm studying, what do I want my lamp to look like? Do I want a big bulky lamp? Or do I want a nice product that I can use? So the following day, I sent an email to Frederick. It's exactly nearly 2 years. It was on the 20th of November 2012. I was like, hi Frederick, my name is Mariama. I'm from Sierra Leone, but I live in London. And I'm trying to set up my own company called Smiling Through Light and selling solar products to women. And your lamps, what you guys are doing is just really amazing. And brilliant. And within a day, he replied, and he said, well, it's so nice you got in contact with us. You're exactly the type of people we want to work with. It was really then at idea stage, what I was planning to do. And then every week or so, then we had a conference call where he explained to me exactly how the lamps work, the technology behind it. So it was much more, because my background's not in energy at all or solar. So it was really good for me to really understand. So when I go out and work with communities, I'm able to explain things to them. And since then, like the relationship, my relationship with Litson has been really good. I get in contact with the team if I need any advice, or even if it's just business support. And this April, I done my first pilot in Sierra Leone. Took 2 boxes of the lamps out there, so 144. We done focus groups, we went on the radio, spoke to different women just to see, because I find in those communities the women need to see and feel the product.
And now you're here in Berlin visiting us and meeting the whole team for the first time.
Yes, it's been quite exciting. So I was speaking to Anne, one of the staff, and said for the last 2 years we've just been speaking on either having calls or email or just Skype. It'd be really nice to put a face to all the people I've been working with, and obviously for them to meet me as well. So it's so brilliant to see everybody. Cara, I've done a blog post with her, so it's nice to see her. Anne, I've been working with her a lot. Samuel, so it's good to meet everybody. I'm very glad I'm here.
Very glad to have you.
Thank you.